Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Red Dead Redemption 2. We are still in Epilogue Part 2. I don't know how many parts to the epilogue there are, but this is the second part. So anyway, I did the little mission with the mayor, and apparently there was only a couple things left, and wasn't anything that was really all that substantial. Just one little funny mission where we intimidated a guy on a stagecoach, and that was about it. Certainly nothing that's like really important to the story at all, hence why it was a side mission. So anyway, we are back on our new homestead, and we're going to talk to Uncle, see what he's got planned. And as you can see, Charles is here. So let's see what's going on. And I still haven't figured out how we're supposed to start building up our home, but I'm assuming that's going to come up soon.
Feels like old times. It's good to have the old gang back together again.
Let's just hope things don't turn out like last time.
There he goes. What'd I tell you, Charles? Boy is as sour as weak old milk. No wonder she didn't stay with you. Not even a retired $2 whore would stay with you. That's the goddamn truth. Now, you used to be decent company, but now you're worse than a snake with a toothache. All he does is whine, whine, whine.
Excuse me?
Oh, don't get all angry. It ain't gonna change nothing. You're hopeless. And I mean that literally. You got no hope. I mean, look at you. Look at this place. Your dream home. I've had better nightmares than this dream. Oh, darling Abigail, I've changed. Come live with me in an outhouse I wouldn't ask my worst enemy to take a shit in.
What are you trying to say?
It's awful. It's a dump. The house has gotta go. Get some self-respect, you miserable sack of shit. Build a house a lady'd set foot in.
The place just needs a woman's touch.
It needs leveling. No woman will touch this place. Now, I reckon these horses can have it down in a minute. Here, come on. Tie that end around the horses. You loop that end around there. Horses will pull it clean down.
Uncle may be talking shit on you, but he's talking
think so.
truth.
All right. Well, let's get going. Now just pull.
You got this, John? I'll go when you do.
We're going to move all the boxes and stuff out of the way.
See? I told you it wouldn't be no trouble.
And now?
Now we head into town, buy ourselves a house right out of a book. Same as if it were a bicycle.
Where in town?
There's a fella by the train store. Cakes hardwood and timber.
Okay, you keep working here.
But if I don't go with you, who's gonna tell you
Just
that?
need a bit of peace and quiet from your incessant yapping. Charles, make him work. Whip him if you have to.
Good luck, Charles. But yeah, Uncle's not wrong. He's right on the money. Okay, so what is the name of this place? Albert Cakes. All right. I'm sure we could take the roads, but where we live, we don't need roads. There's not really much to worry about in terms of like cliffs or anything like that. I mean, they're definitely out here, but they're not so prevalent that it's like any kind of a concern. Let's look at that. We ignore the roads, go clear across the plains, and we're here in like no time. Wild horses. Wild horses. 72 degrees. Probably don't even need a jacket, but I'm wearing a light jacket, so I guess it's alright. Not even probably don't need a jacket. I definitely don't need a jacket.
Mister?
Howdy, partner.
How you doing? Alrighty. Let's go in and buy a house.
Excuse me, sir. You work here?
No, I just hang around here for fun. I'm joking. How can I help you, friend?
I know this sounds crazy. Some dumb old coot I know is telling me there's these houses you can buy pre-cut.
Not crazy, friend. The very latest in modern convenience. Convenient and cost-efficient. Which house do you want?
Ooh.
Each one is entirely unique, but also the same.
Excuse me?
Perhaps I'm going too fast, sir. Do you want to buy a house?
I think so.
I'll give you a luxurious, entirely unique pre-cut palace. And if you order today, I guarantee you're home in a matter of weeks, maybe sooner.
I'll take that one.
Ah, yes, we have that one in stock.
And I already got credit from the bank.
Oh, fantastic. Now, you write your name here, and you sign your name there, and you will be the proud owner of a factory-built home.
It's that easy.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Martin. Albert Cakes, Esquire, at your service.
You boys give me a minute.
He didn't even say our name right, Martin.
What are you doing here? Everything okay?
I'm not sure. Probably. Fella came by the farm. Got attacked on the road. He said the Skinner brothers was hanging around. Lots of them. I left Uncle armed to the teeth back at the ranch.
Who are these two?
Guns for hire? If they're Skinner's about, we need them.
We ain't got that kind of money, Charles.
You want to get robbed for your house?
No, but...
Hey, these Skinners can be nasty. Come on.
Yeah, I know.
Mr. Devon, you're with me. Mr. Wayne, this is...
Milton. Jim Milton.
Sir, good to meet you.
We're gonna be heading up to the Manzanita post.
Why?
The best smith around is that Norwegian fella up there.
So they say. You boys ready?
Yes, sir, we're ready.
Good. Because you're about to get shot at over a goddamn hammer.
You want to build a house with a sniper rifle, then?
I know old Neil's real well. I'll get you a good deal.
Thank you, sir. All right, then. Let's go buy us some tools.
I know these guys are probably gonna die,
Follow me.
which is a shame. Because it would be cool if it's like, hey, we met some new people that end up doing more than just, you know, kind of being guns for hire for, you know, a very short period of time.
Is your friend a Negro or a Redskin?
I think a bit of both, for what it's worth.
Cash is cash, so it's all the same to me. I saw you getting skittish there, but don't you worry. We're not getting shot at.
Oh, yeah. I know Charles Smith. If he's got cause to be concerned, it's usually good cause.
You got a shotgun messenger sitting right beside you, all right? I suppose you don't know much about robbing caravans.
Not much, I guess. No.
Well, nor do I. But I know a thing or two about protecting them. And if a robber sees some strong men sitting up front, 2 of them guns for hire, then they're gonna wait for the next set of fools to come on through.
Unless they take the guns to mean they're carrying something valuable. Instead of pre-cut timber and some tools.
What? No. Wait, look, trust me on this. You are overthinking it. You hire a gun, you hire peace of mind and a deterrent. So I'll sit here looking big and scary, and you can concentrate on the horses.
All right. I'll do just that.
Except we've killed
Maybe
a lot of
I've
people like
done
this.
kind of thing before, and maybe I can handle a weapon. But I'm not so different from you, partner.
I think you might be.
People wonder how you can handle it, living by your gun. But it's the same as any other occupation, really. When I get home, I put my gun on the rack and it stays there. I mean it, it really stays there. I don't even think about it. My mind's on my wife and the little ones. I'm chopping wood, mending the roof, putting the kids to bed. But when I'm out here, I'm watching the tree line.
He's gonna get his head
I
blown
got
off
my
while he's
gun
talking.
at the ready.
Hey, we're taking the next right up towards Manzanita Post.
So, what were you saying?
And I'm trying to make my employer as comfortable as possible.
That's, real good of you.
You're in good hands. I know this country well.
Good. Am I finally gonna meet this tool maker?
Now, Niels, he's an acquired taste, but boy, can he work metal. Norwegian, you see? Viking blood. Fellas up there used to worship a god with a hammer. Guess I figures they'd still be making them. I'm not sure how much English he speaks, but Niels knows tools. And he knows me. So we'll see if we can get him to give you some. They won't be free. They won't even be cheap. But they'll be worth what you pay.
I've already bought a house, hired you today. So might as well keep spinning while I'm at it.
You won't regret it.
I hope not.
You can always earn more money. But good tools will last you a lifetime.
What's crazy is you could get, you know, back in the day like that, like, you know, if you got robbed or held up, or if you had good tools,
This is the spot.
it
Just up
would
ahead.
definitely be worth stealing
Okay.
from you. Which is crazy to think, like, nowadays, you know, because, like, oh, you can just go buy a hammer for, like,
boys wait
a
here.
buck, you know?
After you, Mr. Milton.
I was going to say, I thought he was coming with me.
John, I want to get out of here.
Like I said, Nils is an acquired taste. Let me do the talking.
There he is, working away.
Hello.
Nils. Nils, it's me. Willard Wayne.
Okay.
This is my associate, Jim Milton.
Okay.
He heard you was the best. Best smith around.
Okay.
He needs some tools. He's building a ranch house up at Beecher's Hope.
Beecher's Hope. Okay.
Have
like
you got
this
any
guy.
made?
Okay.
Like I said, an acquired taste, but a heart of gold, and he's the best. You off someplace, Nils?
Okay.
So Milton is working with Cakes Hardwood and Timber in town. Should I get them to pay you and add it to his bill up there?
Okay.
Come on, let's get moving.
Okay.
Okay.
All right then, Beecher's Hope. They've been trying to sell that property for some time, hadn't they? Took a look at it myself, as it so happens. Seemed like a lot of work. Too much for me. But more power to you. Must have seen something in it I couldn't. World needs men like you.
And there it is. Thought you were watching the tree line.
Everyone find some cover.
Well, now we're...
God damn!
Oops.
He's running at you. It's the skipper. You okay? Look out! We got swag. Check the tree line.
Oops. This. Oh, I know I done it.
Willard, how you holding up there? We'll get you out of here. They're on the other side. Wow.
alive?
Now, Mr. Devon, you okay?
Yes,
Got the last of them?
I think so.
There's more! They got the tools!
They grabbed Mr. Wade!
All right, you stay here, guard the wagon. Charles, come on!
Oh, you all screwed up.
They drew us in! They're getting away with it! They climbed up in the trees! Shoot the ones up there first! You see him?
Where? I don't see him. Ah, there he is.
The bushes! They're on top of it!
Ah, Charles. No! You were doing so well, too. Try again.
Okay, let's move! He took him down the hill! Show yourselves, travelers. Bastard! These were ours! More! He's coming right way! The bushes! Where are they? He's got a knife! All right. Oh, I don't like the sound of that! Come on! We have more arrows. Let's keep moving. We gotta be getting in on them. I hope so. They're on top of it. Can't kill me. No. Oh. Mr. Wayne, we're running. You shall watch each other die.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Let's go. Round him in leg. Where'd they take him? Mr. White! We're coming! Round him in leg. Got more? You lost something? You want it back? Keep going. Where's Wade?
He's dead.
Mr. Wade! Can you hear us? Mr. Wade!
I'm sure they did something absolutely horrid to him. Tie him to a tree and gut him or something horrible.
Charles, I found the tools. Now, where's Mr.
Yep, there it is.
Shit. All right.
Well, that sucks. We knew he was gonna die though.
Jesus.
Look at you. Just beat the game I want to play.
Let's go. Back to the road.
Yeah, I don't blame you, Toby. It's awesome. Yeah, that was, I figured he would just die, like, he'd be telling us about how good of a guard he is and all that, and then take a bullet to the face, but he took an arrow to the shoulder. He did not take an arrow to the knee. I'm going. I don't know where you... Wait, am I, like... Okay. I was gonna say, I'm running towards the yellow X, and I hear Charles yelling behind me like I'm going the wrong way.
A few minutes ago, he was chewing my ear off.
He knew what he was getting into.
Did he?
Skinner. Mr. Wayne didn't make it. We have to get out of here. You take him in the back wagon. Come on, help me.
Alright, where do I put the tools? Not that wagon. This wagon.
Oh my lord. What they doing?
All right, let's get out of here.
Got it. Gotta go.
Whoops. Didn't do that on purpose.
John, I'm riding with you. They can go. Faster, you know. Get us back to Beaches.
Those were the Skinner brothers.
I told you I was worried.
Come on, John. We've already dealt with them.
What kind of land have I bought?
It's not the land. The Skinners move around. They're here for now.
I thought this kind of bloodshed was meant to be over with. What was all the nonsense about civilization?
This kind of bloodshed is different. Folks have been killed, sure. For good reason and bad.
This literally happened right in our
Just for the
backyard.
fun of it.
That was fun for them?
No, not that time. Most folk don't usually put up with such a fight.
Then I hope we put an end to it.
There was a caravan a few months back. Massacred. Men, women, children. Ended up like Wayne. Or worse.
Uncle! Uncle! Uncle!
Of course, he's sleeping.
You useless sack of crap.
I was keeping guard.
Really?
Whoa. What happened?
Skinner brothers.
A lot of them?
Enough. Once this is done, I'll take Mr. Devon back to town.
Yeah, you don't want to watch
Wayne buried.
Okay,
too much more.
be careful.
Oh, I will. But I'm fairly sure we scared him off for now.
We're just trying to avoid
business.
spoilers.
Well, we'll be safe.
See ya.
Sure. If you say so.
I'm saying see ya to someone who's in the next room over from me.
And John, I love you. Don't you forget that.
Okay. Now what?
Morning to you.
Morning. Tell me, how's it going?
All right.
Okay.
All right.
I'll leave you to it then. Alright, over there is where our clothes are. So, here we are by where I'm assuming we're building the new house. Where Uncle's sitting on his duff as usual. Although, let's face it, Uncle was definitely instrumental in getting us to give up on that shack that was here and to actually get a real house, which is the
Those
best
plans
thing
make
for
any
us.
sense?
Oh, sure. Seems easy enough, I think. How hard can it be? But I'll tell you what I think, just to be safe. I'll do the reading and planning, and you do the building.
How did I know you'd try to weasel out of doing any work?
Oh, now, that is plain unfair. It's inaccurate and not what's going to happen. I'm simply going to use what I've got, which is a brain. While you use what you've got, which is less of a brain.
Let's get started.
Well, first thing it says the foundation, which involves moving those heavy wooden joists. Definitely not a job for a man with terminal lumbago, unless you want to dig a 6-foot deep hole for me when the workday's over.
Don't tempt me.
Oh, here comes Charles. Maybe he can lighten the mood a little.
How'd you get on?
He'll be back, but not for a while.
Charles, dear boy, John needs help moving these joists. Now, come on. Get a move on. We gotta get started before the rains come.
You're very annoying.
He's right. Should get on with this.
Oh, this cutscene's great. I'll tell you what, with all like how heavy everything was to the end of the main story with Arthur, like this type of stuff, it's definitely something that I think your heart needs, you know. Uncle's sleeping. To no surprise, Uncle just laying around.
Well, let me have a rule and a saw and a board and I'll cut it. I'll climb up a ladder with a hammer and a nail and I'll nail it. Well,
notice that the hammering is kind of going in along with the music.
In the snow or the rain or the ice cold wind, whenever, no matter.
Hello, Birdie.
What the weather, we're together.
I love this. What's going on, Albert? Your game crashed. Where did your game crash? It's happened a few times to me, like weird stuff. Like I had a pretty bad freeze at the right towards the end of Arthur's chapter. Oh, the loading screen.
Let me have a rule and a saw and a board and I'll cut.
That's awesome
Climb
looking.
up a ladder with a hammer and a nail and I'll nail it. Well, we worked so hard to build a little house together. In the snow or the rain or the ice cold wind, whenever.
Well,
no matter.
if you don't want spoilers, you don't want to see much of what I'm doing now. I'll tell you that much, because it's going to give away a lot if you pay attention to who's here. But just reset your game, maybe reset your console. That might help. I know, I guess there were some other glitches that were going on, but I believe Rockstar said that they patched a lot of it.
John Marston, you have a home.
So do you.
Now we need furnishings.
I know.
And you, Charles, As long as you'll stay with us.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, to this happy home. Well, at least till this fool gets his woman back.
My darling Abigail, I hope you and Jack are doing well. I remain a fool.
And I have no furniture.
I'm sure I shall die a fool. But I'm trying very hard to be something like the man you deserve. I have done something very silly in an effort to impress you. That is, I've purchased a home. The land you read about in the newspaper up at Beecher's Hope is now ours, and we are going to try our hand at ranching. Mr. Geddes kindly helped me buy the land. I met Uncle while I was coming out of the bank, and while I know your feelings about him, he has been enormously helpful in his own fashion. Charles Smith has also appeared and is unsurprisingly a pillar of strength. Together, we've built you a home. I hope soon to show it to you. I miss you and the boy more than I can express. Please, come back to me. Yours always, John.
A few days later. Got a trophy called Cowboy Builder. John, we need to hit the barber, my friend. Cool. It's so wild seeing it.
I thought you was... Where the hell?
But it's wild seeing the house. Like, you know, freshly built after having played the first Red Dead Redemption. What, John, you don't have keys to the rooms in your own house? I'm going to assume this is Uncle's room because it's disgusting. Although, why are there like, I don't know. It's like there's two beds. Actually, the house in general, not all that clean or anything right now. But I suppose none of that should be a surprise either, because we have no furniture. Oh, I'll check that out in a second. Okay, maybe this is where we've been sleeping, possibly. So there's still work being done, obviously. But the house doesn't, the house doesn't need to remain unoccupied anymore. Alright, so let's go up that ladder if we can. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of beds in here. In the house, I mean. Alright, John, let's go find Uncle. Let's go find where that old fool went. Ah, he's not far.
Ain't forgotten you, girl.
So if we'll notice, by the way, there's no silo, there's no barn. Right now it's just a house. So there's still stuff that needs to be built.
Just one time I hope to find you working. Just once.
Do you believe in reincarnation, John Marston?
No.
Well, I hope and pray to whatever is out there that I get to come back as a youngin'. So that when you're old and facing death, I can be some two-penny slave driver that comes along and hastens your journey into the grave. This is a fatal condition I got.
And I'll give you another fatal condition. We don't get on with things around here, and we'll all starve.
Get on with what?
Farming, ranching, planting something.
The only thing that this land's good for is grazing.
Grazing?
Yeah, so cows, sheep, goats. Now, goats is easy, but they taste awful.
I don't like goats. And cows, I've seen enough cows.
Yeah, sheep then. But any livestock, you're gonna need a barn.
Yep,
Barn
there
will
it
take
is.
3 of us 6 months to build.
Oh, you don't build a barn, dumbass. What do you think this is, 1785? You buy one pre-cut just like the house. This is the industrial age. The lumber fellers all have them.
That guy makes me hate the modern world.
Oh, come on. I'll deal with them. I can't move like I used to. Then I never was that fast.
Where's Charles?
In the Blackwater. Let's go. Now, this fella probably saw you, thought, here's some cornhusk idiot, some country rube doesn't know a pre-cut home from an outhouse. And I'm gonna rob him blind. I gotta respect him for it, because if I saw you walk into my lumberyard, I'd think exactly the same thing.
Thinking about it? I might actually do this on my own.
Oh, I can't let you do that, John. Let you get robbed again? Oh, no. You need someone with some sense to negotiate. And some charm wouldn't hurt neither.
Oh, and that's you, is it? With your famous way with people?
Ah, you're in enough debt as it is. I got to help you all I can.
It's my debt. I'll handle it.
Yeah, but if they foreclose on the debt, I'll lose my home. And I do so like it there.
You like it too much. You're far too comfortable.
Ah, you ain't even got furniture.
Yeah. I was kind of mentioning that.
Fine morning, partner.
Sure is. But once again, you know, if we're able to purchase things by finding or making the money, we could build the house up bit by bit. That will keep me personally very satisfied, because I like that kind of stuff. I enjoy games with, you know, camp building and house building.
This is him.
Hello?
And how are we? How's little Emily?
Emily.
I'm sorry, how are you?
We need a barn.
A barn? Of course you do. All them potatoes.
We're gonna farm livestock.
What's wrong with you? How many Scarface loons you got coming in here buying pre-cut homes?
Here, what you think? Have a look.
Maybe that one.
We're an excellent choice. We have a couple already cut and in stock. I'll have it sent to you in Blackwater.
I'm down at Beecher's Hope.
Oh, I'm sorry. Of course, this is my wife, Jerry. You see, she's but it's great seeing you again, Al.
Yeah,
and
it's
you,
been
sir.
a pleasure as always. Great pleasure. Love your work.
Of course.
That was weird.
How are we gonna pay for this?
Same way we pay for everything.
I just wish I could help you, sir. You've been a good customer, and I like you, and David Geddes likes you. But this man is very annoying.
Can you just give me a few days?
Of course.
I really enjoy begging and watching you make a fool of yourself.
Well, John! Hey!
Yay!
Adler? Hey.
John, how are you?
Well, hello, Uncle. Nice to see you. And you too.
Oh, shut up, you old creep.
Listen, Sadie, you got any work? I'm kind of desperate.
Work? How desperate?
I need money. A bunch of money. My debt's climbing and
You up for a fight?
Is it legal?
Well, it's very legal, but it's also pretty dangerous. With you, it'll be fine, but I wouldn't do it on my own.
I ain't got much choice.
All right, then. Come on.
All right, we're in for some shit.
Look after him, Sadie. He's a delicate flower underneath.
Tell the bank there's money coming in. And get a crew to help with that barn.
I have it on good authority we can find this bounty at Painted Sky.
I know the place.
Okay, I'll follow you.
You know the place, John? I don't.
You know, I've been doing some bounty hunting of my own since I last saw you. I ain't gonna make a habit of it.
All right, the Painted Sky tip is pretty fresh, but I don't know how long it'll stay that way. An encyclopedia salesman was up there on the property. Couldn't find the rancher, but saw a Mexican-looking feller hanging around. Wait for me!
The hell are you doing, Sadie?
No more of that, okay?
Where were we?
Now, Ramon Cortez is round those parts, split up from his gang and stuck in West Elizabeth. It's gotta be him, holed up waiting on some out. And we're gonna get to him first.
Well, if he's got a bunch of dudes with him.
Hey, so who is this bounty?
Ramon Cortez. He's with the Del Lobo gang.
Yeah?
You head back down to where we was, New Austin, you're bound to run into them.
Are they Mexicans?
Some, and some Californios, and some regular Americans too. They're a misfit bunch.
Just like we were. And they're friendly, I bet.
Yeah, charming to a fault. Ugh, it's a bad situation out there. Burnings, killings, you name it. Not much law except the sheriff of Tumbleweed. He's making a hell of a go of it, but there ain't much there to hold back the chaos. It's real...
You're
wild,
real
that
strong,
country.
John. That ain't much of an advertisement for the place.
It isn't somewhere I'd vacation, but it's something to behold. If you're inclined, you should take a look.
You know, I had some trouble of my own. That gang you was talking about, was they the Skinner brothers? Head
That's
up, lady.
them.
They ain't nice.
Nice. Weren't what I heard about them.
Got hold of this feller I'd hired. Ah, he didn't die well.
I'm sorry, John.
We fought back. We was too slow was all. I wish we'd done better for him.
I'm sure you did the best you could. I've heard, well, the kinds of things they do to men. Unspeakable things. I hope that's the last you see of them.
Me too.
Probably
If
won't
not,
be.
I mean to be ready.
That is wise.
You want to hear something? I built my ranch house.
Good for you. Did you make it out of straw bales?
No. It's one of them pre-cut ones. Me and Charles put it up. And Uncle watched and barked the odd order at us. It's solid, though. Real good and sturdy.
Woo! John Marston's got his own house.
You should come see it.
Oh, this is
It's
amazing.
good country, Sadie. Despite all that.
I
I remember all of this from the first game.
Too much with employees. You know, it sends the wrong message.
Oh, that's what I am now. An employee.
Mm-hmm. That's what the bank says.
Oh, well then I guess our fraternizing days are done.
Now, be a good boy and get this bounty for me.
Yes, ma'am.
So crazy, like, you know, playing the original on a PS3 and now playing it on a PS4. You know, the same lands you've been in, but it's like even prettier. And it's not like the original game was bad looking, just, you know, on a previous console, but it's still like it looked great on the last game, but this is just taking it up another level. A level or two. How far are we going? Jesus. Well, this is a hike. Figure might as well put it in cinematic mode because we got a ride ahead of us. And hopefully the game can help us avoid any oncoming stagecoaches or trees. Keep on riding through the woods.
This is painted sky up here.
Looks quiet. Ramon Cortez, you better be here. You search that barn. I'll take the main house.
Holler if you get him.
Search the barn, A.
Ramon Cortez! We've come for you! Come calmly and nobody...
You got him?
I think so. He just tried to kill me.
That's about right.
Damn.
Yeah, that's him. Come on. Let's get him to the sheriff. Come on, Ramon. Let's go for a ride. We're going to Rhodes.
Rhodes?
It's different there now.
So if I didn't go to Rhodes on my own, then I'm going to assume...
That hurt. You want money? Gold? My men are meeting me at Dewberry Creek. Take me there.
But I assume this would be the way that we get back to Rhodes.
Better than any bounty.
Oh, shut up.
Horse is clean now. What's funny is while we were in Rhodes, I went into the general store and found an old friend working there. Old Mr. Pearson. He's gone legit. Not that he was ever really doing anything bad when he was with the gang. I mean, he wasn't doing anything other than cooking.
This place still gives me the creeps.
Hitch your horse up here. Bring Cortez round the front for me, will you? I'll get them ready for you.
Oh my God, just
Take some rest.
get off the horse.
Come on.
I'll give you $100 to kill that bitch. 200. 300 for her head.
Be quiet.
Mr. Sheriff? Mr. Sheriff, we got Ramon Cortez.
Cortez?
Sure did.
Well done. How?
Found him hiding in a pile of shit.
That's about right. How you doing, Ramon?
Oh, just fine, mister. Hey, how much you want?
Hey, what's going on, Ender Cody?
I'll give $2,000 in gold to whichever one of you sets me free.
I'm afraid it's a bit late for that, Ramon. You've been a real bad boy. Me and my boys are gonna ride you into Saint Denis and watch them hang you.
Okay, if you think so, mister.
Oh, I know so, Ramon. Take a seat. Help me guard them till my boys arrive and we can get them out of here.
In other words, his
Sorry.
gang's coming.
Spent years cleaning up this town. Last thing I need is fools like this thinking they can take us back to the bad old days.
Well, you did a good job.
This game is like a movie. It's crazy. So, think the sheriff's boys were bushwhacked already? Yep.
Oh, Sheriff Thomas, Sheriff Thomas! We want our friend back. You have about 10 seconds, Sheriff Thomas, before we kill all of you fools. 1.
Don't be a dumb bastard.
2.
This is a good town now.
3. Let them have it, boys!
Where you going, bitches? What the hell was that?
Come on! The jail! The jail! They blew my jail apart. He's gone. He's gone.
Well, we brought him in. Now pay us what's owed.
He ain't here now, madam. I don't get paid unless he makes it to Saint Denis.
You want to get shot today as well as Rob, mister?
Are you threatening me?
Why would we bother threatening you?
Get him back and I'll get your money. And another $50 besides.
$100.
75. I can't go higher.
Done. Let's go, Jim Milton.
Can you give me a second so I can loot the bodies?
Mount up.
I will. Hold on. I don't suppose that the sheriff's gonna give me too much shit for doing this, because, come on. This is ammo, and this is some other little supplies I may need. Sadie's gonna yell at us in a second. There's more bodies down here. Notice there is nobody else. Ender Cody's saying, did you hear that Stan Lee passed away? Yeah, 95 years old. I know he was in, he wasn't in good health at the time. Not that it makes it, you know, any easier, but definitely a bummer. Definitely a serious bummer.
He said there were men meeting him at Dewberry Creek. Let's start by looking there.
Sure. You've had some bad luck with bounties being stole off of you.
And you're about to have some bad luck with getting punched in the face. He got stole off both of us.
Someone must have talked.
Ugh, one of his boys, maybe.
We were sitting ducks, waiting all that time in that Jim Crack jailhouse.
Yeah, yes we were.
I don't like it.
The sheriff's done a lot to bring roads into line since the time of the Grays and Braithwaites, but clearly he ain't done enough.
So you think we can trust him?
Yeah, he'll pay up when we come back with Cortez. He's a decent fella.
If we come back with Cortez.
We're coming back with him. Don't you worry about that.
It's an odd thing, isn't it? We'll take $200 from a sheriff who might be crooked himself to go get a bounty. But we won't take $2,000 from an outlaw just to let him go.
If that kind of offer is tempting to you, then go right ahead. But not when you're on one of my jobs.
I never said I was tempted by it. I just said it was an odd thing. How we take money from one but not the other.
Everyone's got to choose what they're loyal to. Themselves, God, the state. If a bounty hunter wants to last, the loyalty's got to be to the one that's issuing the bounties. Plain and simple. I got a reputation for honest work.
So, everyone with a price on their head deserves it, you think?
Sure. No, I don't know, usually. If I got into who deserved what, second-guessed every poster, I'd tear out all my hair before I put a rope on anyone. If the price is high enough, you got to trust there's a reason they said it.
I hope that rationale works out for all of us.
Well, considering that we've had some pretty heavy bounties on us, and usually it's because of murder.
Hold up. Down there. Fire. I'd wager that's them. Stay on the road. Let's find a good vantage point. Up here. Come on. I think there's an old water mill by the creek bed.
I think
There
you're
it
right.
is. Keep some distance. We need to take a good look at him before we do anything. Come on. They must be camping down there.
Why are they hanging around?
Probably waiting for a boat. There's supposed to be a storm coming through, so maybe that's delayed them?
Perhaps. So what do we do now?
I'm gonna go get them.
You.
Me. You just cover me. I ain't getting you killed out there.
But it's okay for you?
I wanna die. And besides, those bastards don't look that tough. They look asleep as far as I can tell. I'm gonna go.
You sure about this? Just don't seem right.
This is my show, John Marston. Do as you're goddamn told. And shoot well.
She's the biggest badass. I've said it before, I'll say it again. She is without a doubt the badass of the freaking game.
Hey!
Oh. They're where? Oops. This gun's fucking awful.
I'm coming! I shoot okay?
They're still alive, ain't they?
Let's see what we can do about that.
When our Deadeye is down, like, it makes it real hard for us to be accurate at all. This game is awesome, man, I'm telling you. But if you're watching now, like, you're in heavy, heavy spoiler territory.
He's getting away.
Am I supposed to...
You want to die right now, Cortez?
I'm going to die anyway.
So you really want me to shoot you? You might get lucky in court. Get over here.
All right, amigo. I'm coming.
Try anything clever and you're gonna get shot.
Oh, hold your horses, chica.
Get out of there. I said, get
Out of there! Easy, easy, girl.
Oh, you gave up easy a long time ago.
Hey, look out. There's more of them coming.
Yeah, it's all good, dude. Totally understandable. Ooh, damn. That's the second time she bashed him in the head. Alright, hold on. We need a little bit of deer meat. Then, have some tonic. Now we'll get back to shooting. I don't know.
Are we done?
We might just be.
Son of a bitch. Well, that's that then. Help me load this fool on the horse.
Okay, hold on. Where there are bodies.
Stow him and we can go. It's my show, remember? You do the heavy lifting.
I'll let you. Don't just. Oh wait. Oh no.
Get him on a horse. We can get out of here before the buzzers show up.
All right, hold on, Sadie.
Anyway,
Is this my hat?
what were you talking about?
A lot of crazy bastards. Seems Mexico's a tough place.
Too tough for you, John Marston. I'd stay well clear.
Oh, I mean to, Mrs. Adler.
Yeah, John Marston would never go to Mexico. Sure.
Miss me, girl?
It's about time we collected this bounty.
Second time lucky.
What do you think, Cortez?
All right, take it easy,
You
Under
got
Cody.
any more surprises up your sleeve?
You're a dead woman, and you are a dead man. The De Lobos will not forgive this. Wherever you hide, we will find you, and we will kill you. You and anyone who is close to you.
I preferred it when you was offering money.
Oh, you want money? Hey, take my money. I got gold, lady.
But you was just saying you was gonna kill me.
Oh, you let me go? I'll forget about all this.
You see, Ramon, what we got here is a trust issue.
Oh, I'm good for it.
You're tied up on a horse, about to be taken to San Denis to hang. You ain't good for anything.
Listen, I swear.
Of course, because all you can do is swear. But you're just saying anything you think might get you out of this. Ramon, I couldn't trust you to pay me. I couldn't trust you not to kill me. Hell, I couldn't even trust you to kill me, if that's what we agreed.
What the hell are you talking about? I got gold, woman. Mister, gold. $5,000.
Well, I hope you left it to someone in your will. Because you ain't gonna find much use for it in the short time you got left.
I damn you, woman. Damn you.
Oh, I've been damned a long time, my friend.
Relax, mister. We ain't got far to go.
Oh, you made a big mistake. Both of you. You should have took the money.
Don't get too far ahead.
Well, hurry up, Sadie.
Come on.
I was just going to say. You should have taken it. Now we're gonna come for you. We're gonna come for you.
Well, I hope they know just where to find me. Because I'll enjoy the fight. I like the fighting,
Were
Ramon.
those people alive?
The fighting and the killing.
Did we just run through people that were alive and sleeping?
Here we are. Back again.
Looks like.
Come on.
Big mistake. Real big mistake. I'll see you again.
We got him, Sheriff. We got him.
I knew you'd be back, Ramon. You just can't get enough of me. Put him in the wagon for me, would you?
How's the jail?
Needs to get fixed up since this nice man blew a hole in it. Me and the boys will ride him to San Denis right away this time. Come along, Cortez.
Sheriff, before you go,
I'll pay you when I deliver him.
plus $75.
Exactly. Now goodbye. Let's go, boys.
I'll see you soon, amigos.
Shut up.
Thanks for this, John.
You send my money to the bank for me.
Of course.
I'm supposed to be retired from this.
This? Weren't nothing. Just a simple arrest. Money for old rope.
If you say so.
See you around, partner.
See See you later, Sadie. Meanwhile, back at the ranch. Hey, look, it's our barn.
You be safe, my girl.
Still don't have a silo. So I'm gonna assume that's next. So are we still underweight? Of course we are. Because in this game I cannot eat enough. Well, that's one way to get in. Is there food? Is this a kit? This is the kitchen. So do we have food made? No. We just got dirty dishes, some old stew, extra tiles, banjo. Oh, that's pretty cool. So do they have a settlement building aspect in terms of I can build and add to my property, but also like decorate the rooms? Because that would be awesome. So, alright guys, I'm going to take a break right now, and I will be back on very soon. I don't want to start the next mission until I've had a chance to use the facilities, and at some point I gotta sell this hide that I've got sitting on the back of my horse. So, at any rate, for now, I will take a break like I said. I hope you guys are enjoying the game. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe, hit that notification button, do all the YouTube stuff. And until next time, which will just be in a few minutes, as always, peace.